What's up, gamers? ZFarls here with a head-to-head MUT Seasons gameplay taking on FranchiseGG. If you like this style of video, let me know in the comments. I voice it over live. I kind of go over what I see on certain plays, what I'm trying to do. We came out with a halfback draw to see if he was in cover 4 early. You might remember Franchise from the 3rd major last year and then the Madden Championship, the 4th major pro player. So there we go, single back, halfback wham, deuce close, just early on this first drive, trying to establish the run and see kind of what he's doing, see if he's blitzing. You don't want to drop back and bunch and throw a pick, so we played conservative. He had defense for it, he's a good player, and we end up punting on our opening drive. Like I said though, let me know with a like on this video or a comment if you want to see more of this. I've been posting a lot of tips and tricks from Twim. These take a little bit longer, but I think they could be valuable. So we come out in cover 2, and we're just trying to send some pressure off the left side, see what he's up to. Look, he tries to playmaker this route, so he has a deep post. He's got the playmaker. We get the pick, but we don't get our feet in bounds, but he was across the line of scrimmage, so he goes to 3rd and 12. You know, we don't want to give him too much. We're trying to send that pressure off the left side. We're trying to use her across the middle there. We followed one route. He had the good route coming in. That's he was in the Bucs offensive playbook. I am in the Seattle offensive playbook, and defensively I'm in the Bengals playbook. So there we get the tip. That's his first incompletion, and he goes underneath. And we have our big hitters subbed in the game. So Steve Atwater, Landon Collins, they drop down and play those cloud flats that you see in tight on the outside. There we try and user. And Deion Jones. This play was probably the craziest play that I've seen. I declined it because it didn't really matter, and it was the weirdest thing. But Deion Jones in a deep zone there, he doesn't always react, but he always at least gets in the way. So I can respect that about Jones. And then on 4th and 6, he runs a really nice, that's a C route from the inside wide receiver corner, and it can be very tough. Finally, our pressure gets in with Rod Woodson on the blitz. Here, 2nd and 15. He threw that, and we got underneath, but you know what? We actually held the button too long with Anthony Barr. Because of that user, that's the first time we really held ball hawk too long there. JJ Watt gets inside. Then on 4th and 22, Franchise has to go for it. Actually sent like 7 dudes there, so we got pressure. So we take over. I notice that he's playing cover 2. I go to that play clear out SE that we showed you on This Week in Madden. I deliver the pass for a completion, and then I get out of bounds so I don't fumble. Then we try a halfback draw, and now it's the 2nd quarter already. It's still 0-0. He had a good drive. I didn't do anything on my opener, so points will be pretty big. Right there, I just try to run around his defender because bad players will just dive at you, but obviously he's a good player. You see he's sending in pressure from the left. I tried to throw the post there, but didn't get a completion, so I have to settle for 3 points, but it's the first points of the game, and since I didn't even score my first drive, it feels good to at least be up 3-0 for now, but you know you have to get touchdowns to beat good players. So 2 minutes, 52 seconds left. Let's see what he does with his offensive drive. Like I said, he's in Bucs playbook, I believe, because he was getting plays like Bucs Sale, Bucs Cross, and I'm in the Bengals 4-3. I'm playing a lot of 3-3-5 cover 2. He scrambles with the quarterback, which is nice. Andrew Luck was who he was utilizing. I think my team was probably a little bit higher rated, but I don't necessarily think a big hit. I don't think he was using a salary cap team by any means, because he had like Christian Okoye, who I don't think would be on a salary cap team. He's got the Cohen, who's a great budget team of the week guy. He could be like a salary cap guy, but he had some players, not everybody though. And 3rd and 13 across the middle. This was the play he went to most of the time, and it beat me quite a few times. It was Bucs Cross. That was the play that gave me the most trouble, and it's because I used with the middle, and he had some good crossing patterns go across the middle on that play where I can only use one or another one, or that's that Bucs Cross play that you see right there. So he also ran the C routes from there that went to a complete different side of the field. But I wasn't giving him any deep posts because I was using the middle linebacker in that deep hook, and you know that's a nice corner out from that play. So he's now got a really good drive going. 25 seconds left, and he hits the flat, and we try and tackle him. We do. He's still got to use his second to last timeout. 19 seconds left. He's looking, scanning, crossing. Notice we don't give him the deep post, but he does a good job scrambling, and he gets down to the 10. He's got to take his last time out. So now we know he's got to target the end zone a couple times. We can't hit him as he checks down to the flat. He's down inside the 9-yard line. I got rid of all my deep zones on this play. I put all hooks. He was patient, and that's a championship drive from Franchise. But he's a very, very, very good player. He was top 30 last year. You know, especially for his defense, but right there, that's an offensive masterful 2-3 minute drive. You put a stamp on it. You go up 7-3, you get the ball after the half, and you're looking to put me down 14-3. Normally I do this to people, but when I play top players, this is something that, you know, can happen. He did not run the ball. I don't know if he was just testing like his passing game. And right there, we actually get the pick with Jones. Like I said, he's in the area a lot. He's always in the middle of the field. He doesn't always react. Like right there, he didn't react, but he reacted off the tip. So that's something that happens with Jones. I would probably put Kuechly there in the future and see if he's a little bit taller and can react slightly better. But Aaron Rodgers, we're 4 for 5, and now that we've actually had a couple drives, we realize he's not doing any insane blitz that we can't stop. He's solid. He's just switching up his coverages between the cover 2 and the cover 4, which we already showed you guys how to beat. So I felt like, okay, I've got some plays that I can use against him. I can go back to my normal offense and kind of open things up a little bit. It's okay. So we were checking down. We get it into a 3rd and 7 situation, and we go back to the gun bunch. We go David Johnson. That's an adjustment on just the curl route across the middle. Here I try to go to curl flat corner. I'm looking for Odell Beckham deep if I can get the timing, and I do, but the pass is just barely missed. Almost was able to get it to the outside of the field. I noticed a lot of cover 2, so I went to the backbreaker route to Julio Jones right there, and really that backbreaker route is so deadly. It's a post deep across the middle of the field. If you're attacking the deep corner and then you go back to that Julio route, and there he ran commit, which was smart, but I did run the stretch to the outside, and oftentimes when you run commit, if they run an outside run, it just doesn't. Everyone attacks the middle, and you can give up big gains. I've done it. 10-7, so I felt good about getting that drive back after getting the pick on his opener. But I know, you know, I got to get a stop, and he's easily going to be able to get into field goal range. I miss a big hit stick in the flat, so that's a challenge. But 2nd and 7, he's going with a little bit of hurry-up offense here. And we're still setting up the same pressure. We're just kind of making adjustments, just trying to have an active user game. Here I send a spy, and we actually got a nice bat down there from our defender. Makes it 3rd and 7, pretty lucky. We force him to throw short on 3rd and 7. Maybe make him a tackle, maybe give him a 4th and 2, which I'm sure he would have gone for, but we missed the tackle. We don't stop him short. We don't get the hit, and he moves the chains, and that's what good players do. Andrew Luck rolling out here. We're starting to get him to roll a bit, and he's trying to playmaker and play the one-on-one game with that flat zone. So we'll let him do that for right now. There you see the post deep across the middle. Kuechly, who I think we had subbed in for Jones at that point, or maybe that was just a different spot. Can't quite get there. Look, us user the deep corner. We user the deep corner, but he's got the middle wide open. You see these routes, they're stretching my user. I'm having to go deep. I'm having to come back to the middle. He's got Bucks cross. He's got some really nice plays I hadn't seen before, and not really the meta, which is cool. And then he's able to simply scramble in. I did not want to give that up, but he made me pay, and that's a tactic I like to use when I get into the red zone too. So now it's 14-10, 3 minutes to go. I've only scored 1 touchdown, but I feel pretty confident about where I'm going to be, and now I'm going to use my legs with Aaron Rodgers and pick up some yards. First scramble of the game, that's for 13. He's trying to send pressure up the middle, and it was coming in a bit. Here we playmaker, we actually throw it at him, but really nice pass lead, but we aggressive it with Julio at the last second instead of possession, and that was our mistake. We go to the backbreaker one more time. A lot of cover 2 is what I saw this game, and when I saw that, I would either go deep down the sideline to the SE post play, the brown route that you're going to see there, although we check down, or I go to that deep backbreaker post. And those are really your only options. Well, I mean, you have some other plays, but those are the best ways really to attack that defense. And like I said, we went over this all on youtube.com/ZFarls. And remember, if you like this style of video here as we tick down with 1:15 left, let me know in the comments, because I will make more. David Johnson up the gut. A halfback draw is really, really good against cover 4. And we utilized it there. Here he pinches his inside. We go to halfback wham. It wasn't a great lineup, but what I liked is it made him take a timeout. 1 minute left. I want to get inside the I was trying to get to the 5 so I could throw kind of my end zone play. And I didn't. Instead, I have to run it one more time to try and get in that close, because I knew I needed a touchdown. and David Johnson just sneaks it in off like a very basic run. So we go up 17-14 with a minute to go, and we need to get a stop from our opponent here. So Franchise is on offense. He's going back to that gun bunch. We've got one pick, but he's also beat us a ton. Not yet with the post. We haven't given it up, but we have given up some routes across the middle. And here he tries to go to the corner, and Chris Harris, who's the best defender to me in Ultimate Team, breaks on that ball in a deep zone because he has the 91 zone, and he ends the game with 46 seconds to go, and we're able to get the victory in this one. So I was pretty happy with that performance. I ended up playing the number 11 player on the leaderboard the next night on the game of the week, and I didn't do quite as well, even though I felt like I played better. But that's an old school slugfest game, 17-14. I saw a lot of the meta in that one. I realized, okay, I have some tools and some plays and some opportunities with my Seattle offense to beat this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. So if you do, like I said one more time, please let me know in the comments, just, hey, this is good, this helped, or nah, stick to the tips, stick to streaming instead, and we'll just watch you over there. So it's up to you. I want face cam or whatever. Just let me know. All right, guys, until next time, this is Farls reminding you to lock up.